By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what your options are, what deadlines you need to keep on your radar, and how to make sure your family is covered without wasting money. So let's go. Welcome back to the Green Logbook. Now today I'm getting into something that every retired service member runs into, and that is the Survivor Benefit Plan, or the SBP. I myself have been doing some deep research on this because I'm at a crossroads right now where I'm able to potentially make some changes that could save me hundreds of dollars per month. Now, I know this stuff can feel like reading fine print on a contract, but this stuff really matters. We're going to talk about when you can change it, when you can drop it, and how your VA disability, especially if you're 100% VA disabled, ties into all of this. Okay, let's start simple. SBP, what is it? It's basically insurance on your retirement pay. You pay a chunk of every retirement check every month. And if you pass away, your spouse and your kids get a monthly check for the rest of their life. It's not a one-time life insurance lump sum payout, but it's more like a steady income every month. And here's the thing, once you sign up at retirement, you are locked in. You can't just change your mind whenever you feel like it. There are only a few windows where you can actually make a change. All right, here's the first window. Between your 25th and 36th month after you retire. So basically year 2 to year 3, you get one chance to walk away from SBP. But here are some rules. If you are married, your spouse has to agree. The money that you've already paid, you don't get that back. And if you cancel, that's it. You cannot rejoin later. So if you're around 2 years into retirement or you're about to retire, go ahead, open up your calendar and set a reminder right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, that's it. That's your one shot to drop SBP completely. Make sure you keep track of those dates. Aside from that 2 to 3 year window, the other time you can change SBP is when life throws you curveballs. And the Defense Finance and Accounting Service, or DFAS, is very strict when it comes to that. You only have 1 year from the event to act. So here's what counts as a curveball. All right, let's talk divorce. SBP for your spouse ends when you get divorced, unless a court orders you to keep it for them as a former spouse. You've got 1 year to file the paperwork. Remarriage. Let's say you get remarried before you're 55. Your new spouse is automatically covered after 1 year unless you decline it in writing. A new child. So if you adopt a child or you have a child after retirement, you can add them, but only if you file within a year. And the death of a spouse. So you can suspend coverage and stop payment premiums if you incur an incident like this. So the bottom line here is you've got 12 months to tell DFAS when these things happen. If you miss it, you're stuck with whatever coverage you had before. Okay, now let's talk about VA disability, because this is another time when you can actually make some changes, but also when things can kind of get a little bit messy. If you're rated 100% totally disabled by the VA, you have options. If you've been 100% for 5 years straight immediately following the last date of active duty, or 10 years straight overall, you can cancel SBP. Why do they let you cancel? Because your spouse would qualify for the Dependency and Indemnity compensation, or DIC, if you pass away from service-connected conditions. As of this video, the monthly payout for DIC is $1,653.07, with additional payments depending on certain factors. I'm going to post a link in the description below. So here's how it works. You and your spouse both have to agree in writing to cancel. If you pass away, your spouse won't get SBP, they'll just get DIC, the Dependency and Indemnity compensation. DFAS refunds your SBP premiums, but only after you pass, and the refund goes straight to your spouse. But here's a big update as well. As of January 2023, the DIC offset is gone. That means that your spouse can now get both full SBP and full DIC, no reduction, no offset. So the old logic here was cancel SBP if you're 100% disabled because DIC will replace it. That doesn't really hold up anymore. Most retirees are better off keeping SBP unless you have a solid lower cost insurance policy, but that's more of a personal choice. Okay, so how do you actually make any of these changes? It all runs through DD Form 2656 that I'm going to post in the description. The SBP election change certificate. You fill it out, you attach the proof. It's either your marriage certificate, divorce decree, birth certificate, whatever applies, and send it over to DFAS. If it's for withdrawal of the VA disability, there's another form that you'll fill out. I'll link it in the description as well. It's DFAS CL-1077. So why does any of this matter? Why does the cancellation of SBP matter at all? Well, for one, SBP premiums are not cheap. Some retirees are paying $300 a month or more. And that's real money. But if you pass away, SBP could pay your spouse $1,000, $2,000, or even more every month for the rest of their life. And since the DIC offset is gone, it's basically double coverage now. They can get both the DIC and the SBP. That's real peace of mind for your family. And always consider how much your SBP payments are and compare that to how much a term life insurance plan is. I sat down and I did the math and I figured that I'd rather get a lump sum of, say, like $1 million from a term life insurance policy rather than get a monthly payout of $2,000 or so per month from SBP or something. That's just a personal choice. You'll have to decide on that with your spouse. Okay, so let's recap real quick. You can drop SBP between months 25 and 36 after retirement, but it's permanent and there's no payback. Major life events give you a 1-year window to update. 100% VA disability gives you an option to cancel after 5 or 10 years. Keep your paperwork straight, file the right forms, and do not miss deadlines. Now, just remember, don't assume that anybody is going to track these dates for you or do any of this stuff for you. The VA is not going to do it, not even your branch, not your lawyer, nobody. This is all completely on you. So please keep track of these dates. All right, so if I can give you one piece of advice, this is it. Before you make any big SBP moves, sit down with your spouse and talk it through. This decision affects them more than it affects you. If you've gone through the SBP withdrawal process, or if you're a spouse receiving both DIC and SBP, drop your story in the comments because what you've been through might help another veteran out. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with somebody who's retired or about to retire, or maybe just hit 100% VA disability. So until next time, stay updated and stay ready.